1 2 1 2 check check 1 2 1 2 check 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 1 2 1 2 check check 1 2 1 2 check check 1 2 1 2 check
Yes. Yes, they're here.
check 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 1 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 2 1 2 check.
Yeah. What time do you want me to start?
You could do the overall announcement one now, and then you can end it also in it, say where the bathrooms
You don't mind?
are.
Sure.
What's that?
You don't mind? Staying?
I'm fine. Yeah.
All right, perfect.
Then you can place the end and then that'll come.
Hey, check.
Good.
Hey,
I got you.
how's it going?
Loud.
Too loud?
Yeah, that's mean.
Okay.
That level there.
Hey.
Check 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 1 2 1 2.
Hey, check. Want to do some pronunciations? Let's see. Piedmont, Cooper Weatherby, Brendan O'Connor, Graham Lowe, Evans Hauser, Milo Davis, Jack Hamner, Tristan Gardner, Jake Rosenbaum, Danny Colasta, Ryan Sullivan, Jack Adams, Dan Mead, Garen Hodos,
Yep.
Jackson Roberts, Kieran Bach, Spencer Guzman, or Guzman,
Spencer Gutterman.
Ryan Nakamura, and Matt Horst, and then for St. Mary's, Malik Eddy, Stephen Giantini,
Yeah, you have Malik. You said Malik?
Malik, yeah,
Yep.
Stephen Giantini, Giantini,
It's G-E-T-N-E. G-E-T-N-E.
Giantini,
G-E-T-N-E.
Giantini, okay.
G-E-T-N-E.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to St. Mary's College here in Moraga, California. Pleased to be with you for the Division IV Baseball Championship here from St. Mary's College. My name is Stephen Davies, alongside Joe Lahib, Omar Lewis, and Vincent Huaga. For the battle between St. Mary's College High School of Albany and Piedmont High School. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Glad to be with you from St. Mary's College in Moraga, California for the Division IV baseball final between St. Mary's College and Piedmont. Stephen Davies here alongside Joe Lahib, Omar Lewis, and Vincent Huagas. Glad you're with us here on the penultimate day of our high school coverage here in the state of California. An exciting game on tap here between Piedmont and St. Mary's College. St. Mary's, coached by John Nelson, coming to this game with a 19-5 record. They're 8-2 in the Tri-County Athletic League Stone Division. Piedmont 19-9. They were 10-6 in the West Alameda County Conference's Shoreline Division. Glad to bring in Joe Lahib. Joe, good to be working with you again. Let's go over the lineups and defensive alignment for the two teams.
Well, starting with Piedmont, batting first and playing center field is Cooper Weatherby. Batting second, Brendan O'Connor. He's going to be your pitcher. Good stuff on the mound from there. Your designated hitter batting third, number 10, Ryan Sullivan. Batting fourth, number 20, Matt Horst. And we'll step aside and let this game get started.
It's Kevin Flammer, the senior right-hander on the mound for St. Mary's. He'll face Cooper Weatherby, Brendan O'Connor, and Ryan Sullivan of Piedmont. So here's Weatherby. Left-handed bat at the dish. He looks at strike one from Kevin Flammer. Pitcher Brendan O'Connor to follow for the Highlanders here in the top of the first inning. That delivery from Flammer just outside, so the count evens at a ball and a strike. These two teams, of course, rivals in the old Bayshore Athletic League until the realignment this season. The 1-1 from Flammer's in the dirt. That gets past the catcher to the backstop, so the count goes 2-1 here. And a scouting report, Joe, on Mr. Flammer.
Yeah, all leagues, 6 shutouts in a row. He has 110 Ks going to Oregon State. They expect him to be a starter over there.
So here's Flammer's 2-1. Pitch is swung on and missed. Good pitch there on the outside corner to even the count.
Continuing on Flammer. Good control. He's a power pitcher, a fastball, 2-seamer, 4-seamer, as well as a curve and a changeup.
You football fans out there, no doubt familiar with Mr. Flammer's exploits. It's a well-hit ball to third, fielded cleanly, and fires across the diamond in time for the first out. So Weatherby has gone 6-3. And a nice defensive play over there at third base by Josh Cohen. Fielding that one backhand and firing across for the out. So they'll bring up Brendan O'Connor, the starting pitcher for the Highlanders. Flammer's first delivery over the outside corner. They'll just catch the edge for a strike. Oh, one delivery here. That pitch is swung on and blooped to short. Oh, just out past the outstretched glove of the diving second baseman. That'll drop in for a base hit. So O'Connor is on with a bloop single. So I'll bring up the designated hitter, Ryan Sullivan.
I'll see how Flammer works out of the stretch here. His first time in the ballgame.
Ready with a base runner here. That's O'Connor over at first base. He'll take a short lead. Joe Menson working out of the stretch. Outfield shaded towards right. Deep park here at St. Mary's College. We'll get to the dimensions here in just a second, and that's a strike to Sullivan. 330 down the lines. 370 to left and right center field. 400 to straightaway center field. A high wall here and a fence above it. Wind blowing out towards center field, although it has been blown from left field to right field while we were arriving here on the scene at St. Mary's College. So 1 out in the inning. There's a curveball from Fleming, the first of the day. That'll miss, and the count will even at a ball and a strike. Warm afternoon here in Moraga, the final weekend of the month here. 75 degrees at first pitch. Fleming fires across the first, but O'Connor able to dive back to the bag in time. Matt Horst, one of the 3 captains here for Piedmont on the afternoon, playing first base, will follow for the Highlanders in the black uniforms, the purple sleeves, and the gray pants. That pitch is high from Flammer. Count goes 2-1.
Flemmer trying to change eye levels with a high strike there, but unfortunately a bit too high on that one.
2-1 the count. Not paying a whole lot of attention over to O'Connor here. Takes a long lead at first. That one is outside. And count goes to 3-1. Certainly a count favoring right-handed bat Ryan Sullivan here. Sullivan, the senior. Designated hitter. That one's grounded past second base into right field for a base hit. O'Connor down to second base. And Sullivan aboard. It's a back-to-back singles given up by Flammer here in the top of the first inning.
Yeah, Piedmont able to get to a power pitch early. Definitely what they want to do is try to get some runs on the board. Well, listening to them in the dugout, they were saying, you know, that St. Mary's hasn't been in a lot of very challenging games. They've won pretty handily quite a few times, so they want to try to put the heat on and see if they can keep this at a low-scoring game. But scoring that first run is vital to that game plan.
And anytime you get a team that jumps out to a lead here in the first inning, will help matters. It's 2 on, then 1 out. Deliveries outside from Flammer that just misses to Matt Horst. Horst, also a senior. Played first base for the Highlands this afternoon, as we mentioned, one of 3 captains. The others being Sullivan and Milo Davis. Runner on second's O'Connor. Now Flammer will fake the move to second. Big gap between left and center field as the center fielder for St. Mary's playing a couple steps out towards right field. Flammer again misses. Count goes 2-0 now on Horst. This is certainly the start that Coach Olson of Piedmont was looking for. 2 runners on with 1 out. Threatening to score first here in this Division IV championship game. That pitch is swung on, fouled out right side. Now goes 2-1. It's 2 hits given up by Flammer already here in the early going. P is in for the sign. And his 2-1 is on the way. That one is swung on and missed. Good pitch right over the heart of the plate. Count evens at 2-2. See if Flammer can settle in here. He got Weatherby to ground out 6-3. Gave up back-to-back singles. Now it's a 2-2 count here on Matt Horst. Look back to second. Senior fires and gets him with a pitch on the outside. So Horst goes down swinging for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Spencer Gutzman. Spencer's playing in the outfield, right field today, the junior, right-handed bat.
That took a lot of pressure off the defense. Now can go back to normal formation here.
Certainly can, with the middle infielders playing back towards the edge of the dirt. First base playing slightly back, and third baseman playing in here. Again, the outfield shaded towards right. Flammer's first delivery, just catches the outside corner. A long look there from the umpire. So here's Spencer Gutterman then. 2 on here, 2 out. Top of the first inning from St. Mary's College. Flammer's really settling in now. Strike 2 there, again on the outside corner.
The last two batters had a lot of trouble catching up to that fastball.
Indeed. Gutterman swings right through that one. Flammer just one pitch away now from get out the inning. The 0-2 was just fouled back. Got him a little late there. Just got a piece of it and fouls that back to the screens. The count remains 0-2. Graham Lowe, the catcher, a sophomore, in the on-deck circle here for the Highlanders. This will certainly boost Flammer's confidence here if he can get out of the top of the first inning without giving up any runs. So Connor at second and Sullivan at first. Delivery is swung on and hit on a tremendous catch made at second base for the third out of the inning. Arlo Rudy had 3 balls hit his way, but he got the third one there with a tremendous reaching catch to his right for the third out. Through the middle of the first inning, no score between Piedmont and St. Mary's. Back with you live from St. Mary's College here in Moraga. Stephen Davies alongside Joe LaHiff. And we'll get our first look at the Piedmont starting pitcher, Brendan O'Connor.
Yeah, O'Connor, strike thrower, likes to mix locations. Throws curveballs in a fastball count, fastball in a curveball count. Does mix inside, outside, but he'll pitch more to contact. Not going to see the overpowering stuff.
He will pitch to the man that made the outstanding play there to end the top of the first inning, Arlo Rudy. He's playing second base today. He'll be followed by Nico Aldaco and the right fielder Devin Mahoney here in the bottom of the first inning for St. Mary's. Connor's delivery's outside, so the count evens at a ball and a strike. And a correction to be made, it was Aldaco that made the play for the first out of the top of the first inning. He's playing the third. Josh Cohen at short. That ball is put in play, fielded well at second, getting up and firing just wide of first base. But Rudy is on.
It's Jackson Roberts, and Roberts made a heck of a play to actually get on that ball. He did stop it from going in right field from his knees. It looked like he was going to get the runner, but the errant throw gets a runner on base.
Yeah, he did everything right until having to make the throw itself. Tough play, though, all the same. Ranging to his left there to field the ball. So Rudy is on with a single, and that will bring up Aldaco. Right-handed bat. We're in number 14 today for the Panthers. O'Connor's first delivery just misses the outside corner for a ball. The captain, Devin Mahoney, to follow. So Aldaco is sophomore. Playing third today. Is also listed as playing shortstop on the Panthers roster. And again, O'Connor going back to the outside, just catches the corner. And that evens the count at a ball and a strike.
I see O'Connor trying to stay low and away, trying to get ground balls, as we mentioned. Going to try to pitch to contact and try to stay away from the fly balls this afternoon.
They'll keep an eye at Rudy over there at first place, who's taking a short lead here. O'Connor fires across, not in time. Outfield straight away in center. Middle infielders again playing back towards the dirt. In at third base. And Rudy takes a short lead over at first. The 1-1, off he goes. He's running on contact. That's fouled back into the stands. Tremendous turnout here for both teams, especially here on the Piedmont side along the first base line. Great crowd on hand to cheer on the Highlanders here. Aldaka looks down to third for an instruction. 1-2 then to foul that previous pitch off. Kind of sets and deals. That one is hit in between the gap between third and short for a base hit. So back-to-back singles given up by O'Connor.
Now batting,
And St. Mary's have 2 runners on.
number 32, Devin Mahoney.
And Mahoney, a good bat in this lineup, batting third. He has got a good amount of power. Definitely one of their better hitters in the lineup. We'll see if he can try to cash in with these runners on base, no outs.
Is indeed Mahoney batting .521 on the season, 71 at bats, 37 hits in those 71 at bats, 11 doubles, 4 home runs. That one is fouled off to the third base side. Yeah, the senior's had a fine season so far. Just 2 strikeouts on the year. He's walked 6 times. Certainly a guy that likes to put the ball in play whenever possible. A left-handed bat. Here's the 0-1 from O'Connor. Inside pitch is fouled off sharply down the first base line. But Mahoney already down 2 strikes. The pitcher, Kevin Flemmer, will follow here for the Panthers. Both teams have put 2 runners on here in this first inning. Can St. Mary's be the first team to bring a runner across? So Mahoney's down 2 strikes here. Connor will look back to second, and Mahoney steps out.
Yeah, Mahoney homered and drove in Ford during his 3-hit day and also tossed 3 shutout innings in their 10-2 win over Merle Catholic earlier this week.
He's doing it with on the mound and with the bat as well. The 0-2 is swung on. Playable here. That's going to be back towards the screen and making a fine play. Piedmont catcher Graham Lowe for the first out of the inning. Great job there, especially with the sun behind the home plate here. That was right up against the fence, so an excellent job there for the first out.
Yeah, Lowe, good awareness as he stuck his hand out when he got towards that track to be aware where that screen is. Still able to make the nice catch there for 1 away.
So that brings up Flemmer. Takes the first pitch. Flemmer 328 on the year so far. .20 for 61 on the season. Pitch is swung on and fouled off right side. One and 1 the count. Max Goldstein, the left fielder, will follow here for St. Mary's. So Rudy on second base, Aldako on first. O'Connor, the curveball is hit by Flemmer and all the way to the wall. Rudy around third, Aldako in close pursuit follows. Rudy will score, Aldako will hold up at third. And Flemmer, a sharply hit ball to deep right center field, drives home the first run of the day.
Yeah, just stayed patient, stayed back on that curveball, drove it the opposite way towards that right center gap. Right fielder didn't seem like he had a read on it initially, and then by the time he finally caught up to it, it was way over his head.
Yeah, Spencer Gutterman didn't get a great jump on the ball, though he was well positioned out there in the outfield, but a little slow to react. Flammer able to put that in play and score. Rudy all the way from second. Aldako was hustling all the way from first base. Wisely holds up at third. So St. Mary's have runners now on second and third. As Flammer doubles to right center field. So it's Flammer on second, Aldako on third. And here's Max Goldstein, the left fielder, right-handed bat. Takes a strike on the inside. Peter Scheinman, the designated hitter, and one of the captains for St. Mary's will follow. St. Mary's certainly threatening here in the bottom of the first, already with a run home. And runners on second and third. Pitch is fielded, but fires across, not in time. Aldako scores from third, and that's going to be a tough play for short.
Yeah, it seemed like when he stepped back, his back foot slipped out from behind him, and Jack Adams had to reset his footing. There's just enough time for Goldstein to easily reach first base.
So Goldstein singles, and
Now batting, Peter Scheinman.
Adams certainly in two minds there. Wasn't sure if he had a chance to get the runner at home. By the time, as Joe said, he'd set his feet. It's not quick enough across to get Goldstein at first. So Flammer moves to third.
And fastball outside there, 1-0.
To Peter Scheinman, the designated hitter. Scheinman, a senior, batting .228 on the year, 13 hits and 57 at bats. Looks at ball two. That just misses there from O'Connor. So 3 hits already in the inning, or 4 hits, excuse me. One from Rudy, one from Aldako. Flammer had a double. Goldstein with single. Here's the 2-0, and O'Connor fakes to third and looks over that first base.
Hitters count 2-0. See if he has a green light here.
Indeed. Short lead taken over there at first. He swings at that one, fouls into the screen right side. So count goes to 2-1. Stephen Giantini, the catcher for St. Mary's, on deck. 2 runs already home for the Panthers in the inning. Oh, and he slipped there at first base, and he's out. Goldstein had taken a long lead at first. He kind of lost his footing as he tried to dive back to the bag, and a credit there for O'Connor. Second out of the inning then.
That was a great pickoff move, quick whip around, and he caught Goldstein sleeping, and it really helps himself out now. 2 outs, doesn't have to worry about the runner at third.
2-1 from O'Connor is going to miss high. That goes 3-1. Yeah, certainly takes some of the pressure off here. 3-1 count is low for ball 4, so the first walk of the day issued by O'Connor to Scheinman, and that'll bring up Giantini.
So walk doesn't hurt that much, still opened up the force at second base, so O'Connor can still get out of here with minimal damage.
Now batting, Stephen Giantini.
Rudy scored on the Flammer RBI double, and then Goldstein scored Aldako on the fielder's choice. 2-0 St. Mary's here, bottom of the first inning. And after Scheinman has walked, St. Mary's have 2 on and 2 out here. And Giantini, a right-handed bat at the plate. First pitch swinging, grounds out to second, and they'll get the force just in time for the third out of the inning.
Able to minimize the damage there, exactly what O'Connor needed just to try to get that ball on the ground and let his defense do the work for him. Good job to get out of that inning.
2 runs on 3 hits there for St. Mary's. And after 1 complete, here from St. Mary's College in Moraga, St. Mary's of Albany 2, Piedmont 0. Back with you live from St. Mary's College in Moraga, the Boys Division 4 championship game between St. Mary's and Piedmont. St. Mary's jump out to an early lead, 2-0. And let's turn it over to Joe LaHip for a quick advertisement, if we may.
If you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the one you're enjoying here today, tell your school to sign up for Play on Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
And St. Mary's is one of those teams that is utilizing our school broadcast program, and I think both of us had a chance to check out the some of the highlights from the games this season. So certainly if your high school is interested in doing something like that and covering all your games, whether it be baseball or football, then please let us know.
And besides live, we also have the games archived on YouTube.
Absolutely.
And order DVDs at the end of the year. So great program for the kids.
It's Lowe, Hauser, and Roberts then for Piedmont in the top of the second, trailing by 2 runs. And Flammer back out on the hill for the Panthers. Misses there with ball 1 to Graham Lowe. As we mentioned, playing catcher this afternoon for the Highlanders. Lowe just a sophomore. As Flammer goes back inside there and evens the count at a ball and a strike. Evans Hauser, the senior shortstop, will bat next. Flammer comes back with a curveball and misses inside, 2-1.
See Flemmer mixing his locations pretty well in this at-bat, outside then 2 in.
As you mentioned, 2 enforcing fastball, curve, and change for the Oregon State-bound senior. Misses there with ball 3. So Flemmer in danger of walking his first batter of the afternoon. Here's the 3-1, swung on and missed. Good pitch right over the heart of the plate. Count goes full in.
He's just able to lean back on that heater when he needs it. No one's been able to catch up with it so far today.
Flammer looking for the sign. The full count delivery from the seniors on its way. And he came back a little extra mustard on that one. Just misses. But he walks low on 6 pitches. And I'll bring up Evans Hauser.
Now batting for Piedmont, Evans Hauser.
Hauser, as we mentioned, playing shortstop. Well, bat lefty here against Flammer. He goes right back to the outside for strike 1. Jackson Roberts, second baseman, will follow here for Piedmont. They have a runner on. It's Graham Lowe, the catcher at first base. Takes a short lead off of first base or third baseman playing in. Lowe will take second as Flammer, too much heat there, sends that one to the backstop.
That makes the job a little easier for Hauser, batting .214 on this season, .423 on base percentage, and right now just trying to get a base hit in the gaps, get a run in.
Flammer's certainly keeping Giantini busy back there. Saw on that ball 4 pitch to Lowe. A little tough for the catcher to handle. That one sails right by him. And Lowe's able to advance to second base. That pitch is swung on and just gets a piece of that. Foul it off behind the plate. Count goes 1-2 here to Evans Hauser. Lowe advances to second base on the wild pitch. Piedmont certainly have a runner in scoring position now. It's up to Hauser to see if he can put the ball in play here. 1-2 strike count. And Flammer will step off. Giantini appears to be setting up outside here for this upcoming pitch. Flammer turns and looks back towards second, and Lowe scampers back to the bag. Beautiful day here in Moraga at the end of May. The 1-2 is fouled back. Count remains at 1-2. Hauser just got a piece of that previous pitch and then fouled that one back behind the St. Mary's fans here on the third base side. Runner on second is low. Curveball misses way high on that one. 2-2 now. This is a good at bat here by Hauser.
Yeah, certainly working the count, getting his bat on a couple pitches here, and certainly want to try to wear down the arm of Flemmer a little bit and try to get to the bullpen if you can.
Still very much in the early going here, top of the second inning. St. Mary's with a 2-0 lead over the Highlanders of Piedmont. Flemmer look back to second. Here's a 2-2. That pitch is swung on and missed. And again, Flemmer can rely on that fastball. And if he gets the location right, it's been tough for these Piedmont hitters as Hauser goes down. That's Flemmer's second strikeout of the day, and that brings up Jackson Roberts.
Yeah, good use of locations. He's been up and down, in and out, and just really try to change a hitter's eye level when he can. He certainly worked in the last at bat against Hauser.
Another sophomore here, Jackson Roberts, bats from the right side. First delivery from Flemmer. Misses. A ball and no strikes. Certainly thought he caught the outside corner of the plate there. Low the runner on second base. Third baseman playing in here. Pitch is swung on, foul back to the screen. Count goes 1-1. Ninth batter in the order, Milo Davis. The left fielder for the Highlanders will bat next. Crouching stance here from Roberts. Flemmer steps off as Lowe retreats back to the bag. Flemmer working from the first base side of the rubber, will deliver. Curveball, just misses. Oh, he just catches it, excuse me.
That late call from the umpire fooled me too.
Soon likes to take his time there behind the plate. Plate umpire Kevin Henderson. Count goes to 1-2 then here on Roberts. Graham Lowe, the catcher, the runner on second base for the Highlanders, goes back to the outside again and just misses. 2-2.
Well, he stayed away on him quite a bit. See if he tries to go with anything inside here, try to get the strikeout.
Piedmont hitters so far, for the most part, have worked the count with the exception of Connor, who swung on the second pitch of the bat back in the first. 2-2 swung on, foul back to the screen. So you certainly have to like Hauser and Roberts here in these last two at-bats. And Lowe, for that matter, going to a full count. Certainly making Flemmer throw to him here at the moment. 2-2 then. As Roberts fouled that last one back to the screen. One out in the inning. Piedmont trailing by 2. Delivery is grounded back up the middle, bounces off the mound, fielded short, and fires across for the second out. Nicely done there. So Roberts' second out of the inning. Lowe does advance to third. Piedmont have a runner on third base here, albeit with 2 outs in the inning. And here's Milo Davis.
Well, a productive out and does rest on the shoulders of Davis now. Just needs to get a single to knock that runner in.
Nice play over there at short by Josh Cohen as the ball. Good deflection off the pitcher's mound. So here's Davison, center fielder today for the Highlanders. The 9th batter in the order. And he looks at ball 1 high and outside. Back to the top of the order in Cooper Weatherby. Should Davis be able to get on base? Runner on third, 2 outs. And Flemmer's 1 ball, no strike pitch on the way. It's back outside and misses. 2-0.
Good patience from these Piedmont hitters. He's certainly seen. Flemmer has kind of been nibbling and trying to get him a chase, and they've been very, very patient so far in these first 2 innings.
Certainly got to please Coach Olson here of Piedmont. The patience displayed by his hitters early on here. That's going to be a strike at the knees. 2-1. The outfield's shaded towards right, especially the center fielder. They're playing more towards right center here. Big gap between left center and right center here. Count goes 3-1. Flammer again trying to paint that outside corner, but just missing.
Yeah, he's just not quite hitting his spots on that outside corner. You see when he's missing over to that side, he's missing pretty wide.
3-1 then from Flammer is on its way. And he just catches the outside corner. You have to wait for home plate umpire Kevin Henderson's call because, as we mentioned, he certainly takes his time. Flammer able to find the black there on the outside corner. The count goes full in for the second time. In the top of the second, comes back up the middle. That pitch is grounded to short, fielded by Olsen, fires across in time for the third out. So Piedmont advanced Graham low to third base, but they can't bring him home. Through 1.5, it's St. Mary's 2, Piedmont 0. And we are back with you live from St. Mary's College in Moraga. Stephen Davies alongside Joe LaHiff, bottom of the second inning. St. Mary's looking to add on to their run total, scoring 2 in the first inning as they lead over Piedmont 2-0 here in the Division 4 championship game. Penultimate day of coverage here on Play On Sports. Hard to believe the school year is already over. It's going to be Nick Ulch, Malik Eddy, and Arlo Rudy for the Panthers here in the bottom of the second inning. An up and down first inning, to be sure, for Brendan O'Connor, giving up 3 hits in the inning, but able to escape with really a minimal amount of damage to walking Scheinman there. He was able to get the third out from Giantini.
Caught the outside corner with a strike there.
So ball and a strike here. That pitch is grounded back to O'Connor. Takes it well, fires across to first for the out. So Ulch is down for the first out of the inning.
That's what O'Connor needed to see. Just an easy play, good easy ground ball back to the pitcher, build up his confidence as he goes back to these next 2 hitters.
Malik Eddy then the center fielder. 9th batter in the order for St. Mary's. Looks at ball 1. And then back to the top of the order, and Arlo Rudy already with a single on the day for the Panthers. Good reply there by O'Connor to even the count at a ball and a strike. Eddie, a right-handed bat. Senior, plays outfield and a little third base as well. Fouls it off right side, out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's effort there by Horst to try and chase that one down, but about 5 or 6 rows out of play. Connor ahead in the count here, 1-2. Fastball high, 2-2.
That's troublesome for O'Connor, and he's missing high, and that's where he wants to avoid against this St. Mary's lineup.
Especially with the top of the order coming up here, and putting up singles to the first 2 batters. That one is chopped to short, fielded on a hop, fires across for the second out. So some good defensive play here backing up O'Connor in the early part of this game.
And that's his game. He wants his defense to do the work, just control, get it to spots, and let his shortstop Jack Adams make the nice, easy play straight to him for the second out.
So Rudy then in the top of the order. 2 outs in the inning. 2 quick outs, I should say, with Elch and Eddie retired. Here's Rudy. He's already singled and scored. Singling off the 3rd pitch of the game from O'Connor. Looks at strike 1. Rudy in upright stance, calls time, steps out. O'Connor working from the first base side. Swings and grounds that to second place. Nicely done. Fires across in time for the 3rd out. Well, that's an excellent inning for Piedmont's infielders. As they get him 1, 2, 3. Rudy got a little overconfident there, swinging at that pitch. And a fine play made at second base by Jackson Roberts. So end of 2. St. Mary's lead this game 2-0. Back with you from St. Mary's College in Moraga, top of the 3rd inning, and it's time to turn it over to Joe Lehef for the play-by-play. Joe, take it away.
And 2-0 St. Mary's leads. Flemmer back to the mound, and facing the top of the lineup here will be Cooper Weatherby. Center fielder grounded out to 3rd to start this ball game. And Flemmer set with his first pitch. Line drive right field. It's a base hit. They had the shift on, so this is going to be extra bases as he hit it right to where the right fielder would have been standing. And stand-up double there for Cooper Weatherby to start this inning off.
I like the aggressiveness there coming right out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Weatherby, a smartly hit ball back in the 1st inning, was fielded well at 3rd, but that one taken to right field. And that's just what the Highlanders is looking for to start out this inning.
And I guess Brennan O'Connor up on 358 hitter on the season. And a chance try to get a run on the board here with the base hit.
Yeah, he singled back in the 1st.
And the pitch and first pitch swinging up the middle, base hit. Weatherby is going to be held at 3rd. And another single there for Brennan O'Connor. So skipped off the mound a little bit, but stayed true up the middle. And now the Piedmont crowd coming alive here as an opportunity to try to cut into this lead. Beyond the shoulders of Ryan Sullivan, the designated hitter. Singled earlier and back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, singled on a 3-ball, 1-strike count as well. So Flemmer will certainly be paying attention here. Think he's going to swing the first pitch?
Seems like they might have changed their approach. They've been pretty patient throughout the first 2 innings. But the first 2 batters of this inning going after that first pitch is Flemmer set here. And they go after it again. Base hit towards the gap. That'll get in a run. And diving was a center fielder. Couldn't get to it, so that could lead to another run. They're sending the runner around, and he'll score heading over to 3rd. And a stand-up triple there, and a tie ball game. Ryan Sullivan knocks in Weatherby and Brennan O'Connor. That'll get Gintini up to talk it over. So just a change of the game plan, a change of the approach there, going after the first pitch every single time. And 3 first pitch base hits.
You had a feeling, though, didn't you, that he was gonna swing at that, but he got a lot of help there from the center fielder there, diving to his right to try and field that one. I think it was always going to be a tough play, and missed it by a considerable margin.
Yeah, I don't know if he just thought he maybe had his backup behind him or knew that that ball was going to get through, and the dive there to try to save the extra bases turned out to be a fatal flaw out there. As now they get set, still no outs, tie ball game at 2. Matt Horse batting here, struck out swinging in the first and takes a high curveball, 1-0.
So a double, a single, and a triple. Start this top of the 3rd inning for the Highlanders.
Horse, a .361 hitter on the year. 1-0 pitch on the way. Fastball low and fouled towards the first base side, way out of play. And count goes to 1-1.
Yeah, polar opposite from that 2nd inning. Piedmont's so patient.
Center fielder shading towards right center now. Pitch on the way, high curveball misses again up top, and it's 2-1 to Horse.
It's interesting how much the center fielder has shifted throughout this game so far. We saw Eddie line up really left of center field there on that previous at bat. Now he's way out towards right center.
2-1 pitch on the way, inside and off his hands, and it's going to be fouled straight back out of play. So 2-2 here to Matt Horse. Still an absolutely gorgeous day here in Moraga.
Perfect temperature. A little hot here in the booth.
The booth, yeah, the booth is an oven, but out on the field it's actually pretty comfortable. Here's a pitch, and it's up high again. 3-2 count.
And they're certainly getting frustrating Flammer a little bit here. 3 pitches, 3 base hits. Now Horst on the 6th pitch of the at-bat.
3-2 on the way, and that one just outside. And the walk there.
Patient Piedmont approach comes back there, and the 2nd walk now issued by Flammer on the day.
Here's Spencer Gutterman, ended the 1st inning on a live drive to the 2nd baseman Arlo Rudy. With a good hard hit ball, he certainly wants to try to carry some of that into this at bat here. Runners on 1st and 3rd. Pitch on the way, swings, drives it up towards center field. The center fielder was playing towards right center, so this will be a lot of extra bases. 1 run comes in to score, another runner being waved in, and Gutterman heading towards 3rd. And he'll make it standing up as Horst came in to score. An RBI triple, and is now 4-2. Piedmont leads.
Somehow I don't think we'll be seeing Eddie shading over that far to right center field again in this inning. And you had a feeling when it left the bat that was going to be dangerous. And despite Eddie's best efforts, just couldn't catch up with that one. And
well, it's tough. He was playing right center and playing shallow on that one, and it really cost him. He was in no position to catch up to that ball. He would try to cut it off after the hit.
More concerning perhaps here for the Panthers is Flammer's leaving pitches up in the zone, and these Piedmont hitters are jumping all over it. And now we're getting to the, if you like, the patient part of the Piedmont orders. So things definitely not getting easier here for Flammer.
Yeah, as a catcher, Graham Lowe comes up. He walked to start last inning. And a chance here, still no outs. Runner on 3rd. Spencer Gutterman. Center fielder shaded a bit towards left center. Infield in to prevent the run from coming in on a ground ball. Flammer set the pitch low, and it does catch the outside part of the plate for a strike.
The absolute outside corner of the plate.
Well, he certainly needed a call like that. Get set 0-1, get ahead in one of these counts here. 0-1 on the way, and swung right through it.
See if Flamer goes back to the bread and butter here, goes back to the fastball.
As he said here on the 0-2 pitch. Grounder up the middle. This one may get a run in. Throw comes home sliding, and Gutterman is out at the plate. Close play there. Good tag put down by Gintini, and so we have our first out of the inning there.
That was a tough play because the umpire was kind of in front of the ball there. It was hit, so a great play and a fine throw back to the plate. Excellent tag applied to get the runner.
It looks like they're giving Gintini a minute here. I'd been a little shaken up, but he appears to be all right.
Yeah, he had to reel that catch in and then dive immediately to his left to apply the tag there on the runner to get Gutterman out.
So Evans Hauser up, struck out last inning, swinging after a full count. 4 runs put up by Piedmont here. Give them the 2-run lead. 1 out, runner on first. As Evans Hauser settles in. Runner going here, ball taken. Throw to second's a good one, tag up, and he did not tag him, so stolen base there for Graham Lowe.
First steal of the day. Lowe also advancing to second back in the second inning on the wild pitch. For catches, certainly got a little speed.
Pitch on the way. And a strike. 1-1 is the count here. For Evans Hauser. Flamer's pitch on the way, and it's high and outside. 2-1. Jackson Roberts, Milos Davis to follow. And the pitch swung right through.
That's a pitch I'd like to see more from Flammer there, challenging the hitter on the inside portion of the plate.
And the second strikeout of the day for Hauser. We had the count incorrect on that last one. It was 1-2, and the strikeout pitch there. So 2 swinging strikeouts for Evans Hauser. And now 2 down for Jackson Roberts. Roberts briefly calls time.
Grounded out 6-3 back in the second inning.
Pickoff play on. Lowe able to get back.
Flammer, a quick pirouette there and toss over to the bag. So they'll shorten Lowe's lead there at second base a little bit.
Pitch on the way. And a strike. Low outside corner. And it's 0-1. Runner on second, 2 down. Outfield playing straight away. And the 0-1 pitch misses.
Flam would like to get out of the inning here by retiring Roberts if at all possible.
Checking the runner at second. Now here's a pitch from Flemmer. And a strike.
See if he challenges the hitter inside here again like he did with Hauser on the previous at bat. Back with a brilliant strike 3 pitch.
1-2 pitch coming up here. Trying to get out of this 4-run inning. And breaking ball just has not been able to come into the zone all day. He misses high again.
Yeah, it was over the inside part of the plate, but as you mentioned, just can't find the target at the moment. So he goes back to the heat here.
They set up outside. Here's a pitch, and it is a high strike 3. And caught looking is Jackson Roberts. Middle of the third inning, 4-2. Piedmont came storming back there in the top of that inning and takes their first lead of the ball game. Here on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. We'll take a short break and return in just a moment.
Check it out.
Play on Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information as well as links to great highlights. Please follow us, Play on Sports, on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube, youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action you see every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com, and certainly over the long summer break. If you want to relive all the fabulous action from the 2012-2013 school year, you can do it on both PlayOnSports.com or on our YouTube channel as well. Certainly plenty to look forward to here as we get ready for football in the autumn.
Oh, can't wait for football. It was a great season last year, a lot of fun games, and certainly looking forward to seeing how these teams come back this year.
Yeah, it's going to be another exciting, nail-biting season, if you like. But should be an exciting game here as well. Let's see if St. Mary's can get back on equal terms here as Piedmont exploded for 4 runs in the third.
And in the bottom of the third, it'll be Nico Eldaco to lead it off. Eldaco had a single in the first inning off a 2-2 count. First pitch on the way. Outside corner for strike 1.
Eldaco single back in the first inning. Also scored as well on the RBI single from Goldstein.
And swinging through it, one in the dirt there. Quickly goes to 0-2, does Eldaco. This is a pit situation that Piedmont wanted to be in. 1-2 run lead, they felt like they could hold something like that. And timeout called by Eldaco.
Certainly O'Connor relying on some sparkling defense there in that second inning.
Pitch on the way, outside is swung and fouled straight back. And into the screen. So count remains 0-2. Defense straight away, outfield and infield. 0-2 pitch on the way. And grounder goes foul towards the first base side.
Good at bat here by Eldaco, is back against the wall, fouls off back-to-back pitches now.
Yeah, some defensive swings there protecting the zone. Eldaco living to see another pitch as it's on the way. Swings at this curveball towards short. It gets through the hole. And a leadoff single there for Eldaco.
Pitch running inside, kept his hands inside. Will make good contact there. And
Devin Mahoney.
put that between short and second base. Eldaco already with 2 singles on the day.
And it brings up Devin Mahoney. Fouled out to the catcher right in front of the screen on the third base side in the first inning. Now with a second at bat, runner on first. And no outs. And first pitch right down the middle of the zone for strike 1. Oh, 1 on the way, and checking his swing is Mahoney, and 1-1 to count here.
I was about to say, did well to hold up on that one.
As you mentioned in the first inning, Mahoney, good bat control, very few walks, very few strikeouts. Certainly likes to put the ball in play quite a bit, and with that .521 average, certainly an impressive hitter. Sitting with an 0-1 count here as they check on Eldaco, gets back in time.
Remarkable, he's only struck out twice all year. Even at this level, it's quite a statistic. They'll need a solid at bat from him here, especially trailing by 2 runs.
And they're going to keep a close eye on El Daco as he gets back once again. O'Connor's already picked off 1 today. Still set with the 0-1 count. Pitch on the way, and this one is way outside. So count runs to 2-1. Two one on the way, and this one is outside once again. So now O'Connor having a bit of trouble finding that outside part of the zone.
Don't forget Kevin Flammer's up next. He doubled back in the first. RBI double at that.
And the pitch, and this one's driven towards center field. Looks like Weatherby has a beat on it, and he's able to make the catch. A couple feet shy of the warning track, and getting it back in as El Daco got back to first. So it does bring up the pitcher, Kevin Flammer, as you mentioned. RBI double there in the first inning. Won a 2-run score there in the first. St. Mary's held that lead until the top of this inning when Piedmont put 4 on the board. The runner on first, El Daco. Defense playing straight up in the outfield as they check on El Daco once again. Double play depth for second and short. O'Connor's pitch on the way. This one is low strike, just at the knees. And Flammer starts 0-1.
Didn't waste much time in his previous at bat putting the ball in play. Swinging at the third pitch for that double.
And they continue to keep an eye on El Daco. As he once again dives safely back into first base. As a high pitch swung through and tipped straight back. So we go 0-2 now for Kevin Flammer.
Well, Daco just 3 steals on the year, but they're certainly paying a lot of attention to the runner over there at first base.
Yeah, he's been on O'Connor's mind all inning there as this one goes outside and moves the count to 1-2. O'Connor had some signals back and forth with his catcher. So he gets set. There's a pitch on the way. Line drive up the middle, base hit. Weatherby gets it and quickly fires it back in. El Daco stops at second. Flemmer with a single. That'll bring up Max Goldstein.
You wonder if the distraction of the runner at first was on O'Connor's mind, that pitching to Flemmer. He had a 1-ball, 2-strike count. I'd like to try and see him just concentrate on the hitter here.
Yes.
With a 2-run lead, but
certainly agree. I mean, he was checking the runner quite a bit. He saw those throws going back, and he's trying to change his timing, too. You saw him change the rhythm a little bit to not throw Daco's timing off as well. So wonder if that got him kind of out of his zone there. He gives it with a single.
St. Mary's certainly threatening now. They slight delays. They run out to give the jacket to Flemmer here, but 2 on, 1 out. Goldstein single back in the first and did lose his footing over there at first base. They picked him off first base, but.
And he had driven in the second run of that inning there as a pitch is outside by O'Connor.
Already now 2 Panthers on the day with 2 hits to their name. Let's see if Mr. Goldstein will be the third.
Except for the 1-0 pitch from O'Connor inside, off his hands. Goldstein hits it towards third. The throw comes, and it is in time as Evans Hauser is able to get him for the second out.
Good play by Hauser there, again with the runner going across his field of vision.
Peter Scheinman.
Fielded well for the second out.
I'll bring up Peter Scheinman. Designated hitter walked in the first inning. Runners on second and third, 2 outs.
Scheinman, the only Panther to have drawn a walk so far from O'Connor. Getting back in the first inning.
And first pitch in there for a strike. Pitch towards the middle of the zone, taken all the way. 0-1 count set here for Scheinman. Pitch in, swinging right through, one in the dirt, and it's a quick 0-2.
Pitch coming up here from O'Connor. Get out of the inning here without any damage inflicted.
As the 0-2 pitch low and outside, and moves the count to 1-2.
Interesting low setup that time, almost in a halfway upright position there, and moved back down low and did well to field that one. Count goes 1-2.
Chips, couple hot dogs, hamburgers.
1-2 pitch on the way, grounded towards second. A long run for Roberts, dives and cannot make the play. 1 run comes in to score. Here comes Flemmer, throw to the plate, not in time. 2-run score. And Scheinman with the RBI double.
Awkward slide there at home plate by Flammer, but he was pumped up as he rose to his feet. And a extra pump of the fist there as this game is all tied up at 4. And well, very little to choose between these two teams here through the 3rd inning. And certainly think a high-scoring affair on the cards here, but credit to St. Mary's, they're battling back, especially Scheinman there. RBI double.
That puts up Steven Gattini. First pitch on the way, and takes the high strike.
Certainly going to be on the mind of O'Connor today. He had a 2-strike count there against Goldstein, or against Scheinman, excuse me. A chance to get out the inning. Instead gives up those 2 runs.
0-1 pitch on the way. This one's low. Good stop by Graham Lowe, right on his knees. And we're at 1-1.
At least now both pitchers have the mindset this is a 0-0 game once again.
And Lowe calls time. He's going to talk it over with O'Connor.
Yeah, I think a good time for quick chat, well, very quick chat, just to make sure they're on the same page. But
certainly, this looks like whatever they had, they have figured out. For O'Connor, just try to get out of this inning with the damage there. Tied up at 4, bottom of the 3rd. Pitch is on the way, and grounder is off the glove, and O'Connor not able to make the play. Everybody's safe as the runner advances to 3rd.
Mental mistake there by O'Connor, to be sure. With the sparkling play of Adams over there at short, I would have assumed he would have had a chance to field that one. But instead, O'Connor, always going to be tough play going off the mound to his right like that. Just couldn't get the glove on the ball.
And scored as an error, so runners now on the corners. And O'Connor going to get a quick talking to.
That was Evan Hauser, excuse me, not Adams. Adams over at 3rd base, Hauser at short.
4-4 ball game here with 2 down in the bottom of the 3rd.
Now batting for St. Mary's, Nick Ulch.
So the defense resets as Ulch steps in. Nick Ulch grounded out to the pitcher to start the 2nd inning.
Something that's worth $2,000 away from him.
Pitch outside, 1-0.
Is this for last year?
O'Connor way outside. They check the runner back at 3rd, and getting back in time is Scheinman. 2-0 pitch on the way. This one is in there for a strike on the low outside corner.
Nice job by O'Connor there going back to the outside. Getting that pitch right at the knees. They'll stay outside.
And misses once again. 3-1 count here for Nick Olch. There's a pitch and swinging right through it and missing. Nick Olch moves to 3-2. Low getting the signal in. O'Connor checking the runner at first. Pitch on the way. Runner goes, and this one is fouled straight back to the screen. Three-two pitch on the way, and this one is fouled towards the third base side, way out of play.
It's a good at bat by Olch, though. Fouling off those last two pitches. Count is full.
Should he reach, Malik Eddy will be your next batter.
No doubt wanting to make amends for the error out in the outfield in the previous inning.
As O'Connor wants to talk it over with Graham Lowe once again. They seem to have some sort of mix-up, I believe, with the signals. So they've had two very quick conversations this inning to straighten everything out. Holtz gets back from the conversation with the third base coach and is set now. Full count, runners on the corners, 2 down. Pitch on the way, and this one is lined towards left field, drifting, and this one will go foul out of play.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up.
That's been a good battle. Seen some very good at-bats from both sides.
Yeah.
Pitch on the way, and this one's lined towards left center. Drifting and making the catch is Milo Davis to end the inning. So 2 runs. An error picked up also by Piedmont. Your score 4-4 here from St. Mary's College on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports.
Play on Sports will have live coverage of the rest of the North Coast section baseball and softball finals tomorrow, Saturday, June 1st. That's right. We'll have 5 more baseball games, 5 more softball games, with coverage beginning at 1 p.m. as the spring championship schedule comes to a close. Don't forget to check Play on Sports to watch live and archive broadcasts from around the North Coast section and beyond. We are your home for North Coast section sports coverage. PlayOnSports.com.
In a 4-4 ball game here in the top of the 4th. St. Mary's put on 2 in the bottom of the first inning. Piedmont responded with 4 in the top of the 3rd, and then St. Mary's just tacked on 2 more runs to tie this game back up at 4.
Jackson Roberts.
6 hits apiece for both teams, 2 errors committed by Piedmont High School, and now Jackson Roberts to lead it off.
Just a matter now which pitcher can sail back in the quickest here. And if you're Flammer, he certainly doesn't want to repeat of the last inning where he gave up 3 hits on 3 pitches, a double, a single, and a triple. Start that top of the 3rd.
First pitch inside. And correct myself, it's actually Milo Davis at the plate, taking the 1-0 count here. 1-0 pitch on the way, and this one swung, driven towards center field. Eddie has a beat on it, and he will settle in to make the catch, 1 down.
Now batting for Piedmont, Cooper
So that
Weatherby.
brings the back of the order, their top of the order back up as Cooper Weatherby steps in. Ground out to third, and then a double to lead off the third inning. That started a big rally as Piedmont posted 4. First pitch on the way, and the outside strike.
Yeah, Weatherby started a procession of first pitch hitters in that third inning.
Curveball comes in. This one, another strike. That one got quite a bit of the plate there, and sets it at 0-2.
Weatherby grounded to third on a 2-ball, 2-strike count back in the first.
And good eye there from Weatherby. Taking the pitch there. It's now 1-2. 1 out, tie ball game 4 apiece as Weatherby steps out. And timeout taken here. Scantini and Flem are going to talk it over real quick.
Yeah, they wonder if they go back fastball inside or you try the curveball outside, but
And the curveball, this at bat's the first time we've really seen it work so far this early evening, as he has been pretty high with everything that he's tried to do up with any of his breaking stuff. One and two pitch on the way. Weatherby fouls this one towards the third base line. Giving chase is Aldaco, and he'll watch this go out of play.
did go to the curve there, but right over the heart of the plate. Weatherby a little late swing on that one, fouls it off. More importantly, remains alive in this at bat.
And count remaining at 1-2. Weatherby settled in. Flemmer getting his side. Pitch on the way, and fouled straight back. A defensive swing there from Weatherby, just trying to catch up to the fastball there that's up around the letters. Defense still straight away. And a low pitch, Weatherby went chasing, picked up at first and flipped back to Flemmer for the out as Nick Olch able to get the slow grounder and puts him away. So 2 down here. And brings up Brennan O'Connor.
Hustle there by Fleming to get over to first in time. Olch underhand throw right on the money.
Flemmer, curveball. Catches high outside corner for strike 1.
That's a good sign for Fleming here with this curveball, certainly better location than we've seen up until this point.
There's a pop-up on the second pitch. Cohen is going to see to Eddie, who's able to get in and make the catch for the third out. 1-2-3 inning there. We're tied at 4 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Here on PlayOutSports.com, your destination for high school sports.
retailer of the North Coast section, California.
Back at St. Mary's College on the NCS Division IV championship game between Piedmont and St. Mary's College. It is a 4-4 ball game heading to the bottom of the fourth. St. Mary's with two two-run innings, first in the bottom of the first and then in the bottom of the third inning. Piedmont put up 4 in the top of the third inning. 1-2-3 inning went for the Piedmont offense. Now they'll take the field as Malik Eddy set to lead it off here.
His confidence no doubt boosted by a couple of catches made in the outfield in the previous inning, and had a tough game out there in the outfield so far, but certainly would like to make some amends here and get on base if possible.
Grounded out to short his first time up. Pitch on the way. Eddy showing bunt. Lays a good one down on the third baseline. Barehanded in the throw. Is not in time. Evans Hauser only had one play, and it was the barehander. He did play it well, but not enough time to get Malik Eddy. So the leadoff runner aboard.
Sensational bunt laid down there by Eddy. Perfect placement right on the grass, about 20 feet out in front of the plate to the left. And despite a charging Adams there at third, on base.
So that brings up Arlo Rudy, a single and a ground out, 1 for 2 in this game.
Rudy was really trucking down the line, just beat the throw to first.
Eddy with a big lead here. O'Connor back to check him, and Eddy quickly gets back. So certainly a lot of confidence on the base pass for Eddy as he takes a nice big lead, even with the first baseman holding him. First pitch to Rudy on the way, and he swings at a high one near his hands and fouled it off.
Eddy, the team leader in steals this year, perfect 9 for 9 on the base paths. Team doesn't really run a whole lot, 36 steals in 41 attempts coming into today's game.
A 1-1 count, runner on first with no outs here at this 4-4 ball game. Eddy with another sizable lead. And now O'Connor steps off. So we'll do it again. They check on Eddy again, quickly getting back to the bag. No tag applied.
We've already seen Goldstein back in the first inning kind of lose his footing. Similar position as Eddy was just then over there at first base, so. See if that plays a factor. Long lead, huge lead taken by Rudy at first.
And again they check him, and oh, close play. Boy, Piedmont really thought they had their second pickoff of the day.
Yeah, it certainly looked like it, but you can see how far of a lead he'd taken off first base. Don't think he'll be taking quite that long of a lead in future.
Yeah, umpire has the best view of all of us, but certainly all the umpires on the Piedmont side thought they had a pickoff. 0-1 pitch, and they pitch out. Nothing doing over at first base. So that's to 1-1.
Yeah, O'Connor's got that quick move to first, and Rudy by his fingertips, or Eddy, excuse me, able to get back to the bag just in time.
They check him again. So Eddy certainly has gotten the attention of the Piedmont Highlanders over first base. Eddy going on this pitch, and a high chopper reeled in at first base. Horse able to step on the bag after making the catch. One down, and the runner advances to second.
Tough play over there at first for Horse because that bounced right between the foul line and the grass in that thin layer of, or thin line of dirt that runs from home plate to first. A nice play all the same. However, Eddy a little quick to get down to second base.
It brings up Nicolau Daco, 2 for 2 with 2 singles on the game so far. One out runner on second. Outfield playing straight away. Shortstop holding Eddy, and timeout called by Daco at the plate.
See how much attention O'Connor plays down here to second base. Daco already with 2 singles on the day, and we've seen that O'Connor perhaps worries just a little bit too much about the base runner.
Adds a pitch. A strike on the outside corner, like a two-seam fastball that came in.
Yeah.
Count goes 0-1. O'Connor with 2 looks towards second, then over the head of Aldaco.
First time we've really seen the pitch get away from O'Connor that time.
Well, he had one that was thrown at the head of Eddie in the beginning of this ball game.
Luckily, Aldaco, with short stature, able to duck out of the way.
And another strike low outside corner. So finding his locations is O'Connor, and it's set at 1-2. 1 out, runner on second. And see if Aldaco shortens up his swing a little bit here. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swinging, liner up the middle. Going back as a center fielder, and it goes over the head of Weatherby. Eddie going to score easily. Aldaco charging around second on his way to third, and he'll get there standing up. RBI triple, his 3rd hit of the ball game, and it's 5-4. St. Mary's with the lead.
Well, what a game Aldaco is having so far.
Now batting for St. Mary's.
3 hits.
Devin Mahoney.
Count very much in O'Connor's favor that time. Laced it to center field. Deceptively powerful hit. Certainly looked like the center fielder there, Weatherby, had a chance to make a play, but that one over his head, rolled to the wall.
I certainly agree. Coming off the bat, it didn't seem like much, but that ball just seemed to carry out there and just right over the head of Weatherby.
And we saw that on the Flammer base hit earlier, too. It didn't look like he got a lot on the ball, but the ball certainly carries.
First pitch swinging, and this one's driven foul and out of play down the left field line for Devin Mahoney. Mahoney 0 for 2. He fouled out to the catcher and then flied out to center last inning.
It goes back to that excellent bunt laid down by Eddie to get on base.
That started everything for the offense. Pitch way outside there for O'Connor.
And with the deep dimensions of this field here, anytime you put a ball that far in the outfield, it's going to be trouble.
One and one for Devin Mahoney. Pitch outside, 2-1. So O'Connor perhaps a bit rattled after giving up that run. Now set to 2-1. 1 out, runner on third, and this pitch low, blocked, and not enough to get the runner in as it did squeeze away from Graham Lowe for just a moment.
Potentially walk him, I guess.
So they do. Setting the walk from Mahoney.
Now batting for St. Mary's, Kevin Flemmer.
That brings up Kevin Flemmer. 2 for 2 as well. An RBI double in the first inning and then a single in the third. Trying to help his own cause here with runners on first and third. Third baseman in on the line. Double play depth here for second and short. Certainly a nice get a ground ball and get out of this inning for O'Connor.
Indeed.
They check the runner first, and Mahoney gets back.
Flammer with 2 hits. Goldstein, who would follow, is already single back in the first, and Scheinman as well. So it's part of the order. Certainly not getting any easier for O'Connor here the third time through.
O'Connor set. 1-0 pitch on the way, and swung and fouled straight back to the screen.
He left that one right around the belt over the middle of the plate that time. Flemmer just a little late.
Yeah, certainly one Flemmer would like to have back and get another shot at. 5-4, St. Mary's leading. 1-1 count with 1 out. Pitch on the way, and this one is low and outside. Count moves to 2-1. Mahoney going, swing, and the grounder goes over the head of the third baseman, Hauser. 1 run comes in to score. Throw comes into third, not in time to get Mahoney. And the RBI single for Kevin Flemmer.
Well, 2 Panthers now with 3 hits on the day.
Now batting for St. Mary's, Max
Tough play over there at third for Adams. high chopper that hit his way despite his outstretched glove. No chance to reel that one in. Flammer aboard for the third time. And 2 runs home now in the inning.
And 6-4 is your lead for St. Mary's here with 1 out and still threatening. Runners on the corners again. And looks like we will have substitution here. It's a pinch runner coming in.
It's Jimmy Schmale, the pinch runner here for the Panthers, taking over for Flammer over there at first base.
So first and third, 1 out. Goldstein at the plate. And the pitch in the dirt. Count moves to 1-1.
Jimmy Schmale.
They check on the pinch runner Schmale, and he gets back just in time.
Boy, that was close. Schmale a little late to react to that one, and he hadn't taken the long lead at first, but O'Connor and Horst there thought they had their man.
O'Connor set, pitch on the way, and this one is a strike on the outside corner.
Goldstein taking a little extra time to step back in here.
That pickoff play is on. Now they're coming home with it. And they're going to get Mahoney at home. Smale advances to second as they had the pickoff there. Mahoney tried to take advantage of it. And defense read it perfectly as Horst came home with it for the out.
Yeah, pretty awkward looking play there for the Panthers, to say the least. Schmale was way off first base there, and alert play by Horst to come home. And Mahoney did his best to try and dance around the catcher, but not this time.
O'Connor set 1-2 pitch on way outside. Great save there made by Graham Lowe.
And 1 out. 2 outs.
2-1 pitch and foul back. Puts us at 2-2.
At least takes the pressure off of O'Connor here with Mahoney out at home plate. Now just Schmale over there at second place, running for pitcher Kevin Flemmer.
And another one low outside to Goldstein. Wonder how many more pitches we'll see from O'Connor.
Yeah, both these guys have certainly been working hard today, O'Connor and Flemmer on the mound.
And got the strikeout there. 3-2 pitch, and O'Connor able to get him swinging on Max Goldstein. 2 runs do come in to score, however, against O'Connor. 6-4, St. Mary's leads over Piedmont High as we advance to the 5th inning here on Play on Sports, your destination for high school sports.
Horse is 13 though on the roster. He's pinch running. Yeah, yeah.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
At the top of the 5th here, Piedmont trailing by 2, 6-4 your score. See Ryan Sullivan
Batting for Piedmont,
to
Ryan
lead it
Sullivan.
off.
Will he be the 4th player today to get 3 hits? We'll find out.
Single in the 1st inning, a triple in the 3rd inning. And takes a ball here, 1-0 to start the 5th.
Flammer wasting no time to go with the curveball there, but again, struggling a little bit with the location.
1-0 pitch on the way. This one taken all the way for a strike. Count moves to 1-1.
How you doing, Bob?
1-1 pitch on the way to Sullivan. And breaking ball misses high.
How are you doing with that post-game schedule?
You have it?
Maybe.
2-1 pitch on the way from Flammer. And swing. This one's popped up towards center field. Eddie calling off the left fielder, and he's able to make the catch. 1 away.
Eddie's retired 3 of the last 4 batters here for Piedmont.
Brings up Matt Horst. A strikeout and a walk thus far in the ballgame.
Well, this is a guy I certainly think is going to take some pitches here in this bat. I don't see him swinging the first pitch, although I shouldn't say that about Piedmont.
First pitch misses outside, 1-0.
As they had 3 straight hits on 3 pitches back in the 3rd inning.
Flemmer said 1-0 pitch on the way to Horst. And misses again.
Horst has drawn 15 walks on the season.
Has a 2-0 pitch high and inside. And having a bit of trouble finding the zone here as Flemmer. 3-0 pitch, and that's time a fastball straight down the pipe. It goes to 3-1.
Horst is about ready to toss the bat there and make his way down the first base.
3-1, 1 out. Trailing by 2 is Piedmont. A pitch on the way and fouled straight back. Looks like it might have got a piece of the catcher on the way back.
That was the Flammer heat that we saw earlier on in this game. A little extra on that pitch. Horst just able to catch up. And you're right, it might have taken a bounce off Gene Teeney's helmet there.
He seems to be okay. We're set with a full count. 3-2 pitch on the way, and this one not even close, low and in the dirt. And we have a second walk of the ball game from Matt Horst.
3 walks now for Flammer issued on the afternoon. As you mentioned, both of them by Horst. But again, he takes pitches.
And brings up Spencer Gunnerman.
It's the second time he's worked it to a full count. He's faced 17 pitches alone from Flammer this afternoon.
First pitch on the way, and they're going to check the first and say he did check his swing, so 1-0. Spencer Gunnerman, good swings today. 2 RBI triple back in the 3rd inning, and then a hard hit line drive to second that Rudy was able to snag in the 1st inning. Now with a 1-0 count, runner on first. Pitch on the way, and this one is popped up, and it will go foul out of play. Flammer set. And they're going to check back at first. Nothing doing there as Horse able to get back easily. Really didn't have a big lead to start with.
I was just about to say that. I mean, he's taken about 3 or 4 steps off the bag.
Gunnerman set, and again going high and missing.
Interesting, his curveball worked so well in the prior inning, and now he opened this inning with first pitch curveball missed, and I don't think he's located one since.
2-1. Pitch comes in to Gunnerman, and fastball outside misses, and moves a 3-1.
Now he's in real danger here of walking back-to-back batters for the first time.
Let's see if Gunnerman's taking here. He is not. He swings and drives one towards left field. Goldstein able to reel it in. They'll hold Horse at second, and so a single there. And 2 runners on with 1 out for Piedmont.
Flammer left a fastball hang over the inside portion of the plate, and full credit there to Gutterman turning on that one quickly and rifling it to left field.
I'll bring up Graham Lowe. That's walked in the second inning. Reach on a fielder's choice when they threw the ball home to get the runner coming in. Then he stole a base later in that same inning. Pitch on the way, and Lowe watches this one go outside.
And that first pitch curveball misses.
And set 1-0 to Graham Lowe. First and second, outfield defense straight away. And the pitch high, 2-0 now.
By my count, the only Highlander today to have stolen the base. He did advance the second on a wild pitch back in the second. And conference on the mound here as Flammer's control has certainly deserted him here in this top of the 5th inning.
And John Nelson really just got to try to calm him down and refocus everything here.
I think this is a good opportunity here to buy a little time here and give Flammer a chance to take a rest. Both Flammer and O'Connor today have thrown a lot of pitches.
Yeah, certainly been a lot of long pitch at bats, seeing some full counts for both of these guys on several different pitchers.
You got a guy like Matt Horst that has walked twice and struck out, as we mentioned. He's taken 17 pitches alone. And now halfway through the order for the 3rd time. Flammer's control starting to desert him just that little bit. So good time for a quick conference here and try and get him back on track. Luckily for Flammer, Evans Hauser is up next, and he struck out both times he's been at bat. So if Flammer can get through here, you'll certainly confidence boost with Hauser coming out to the plate.
2-0 pitch here coming out of the timeout. And he was able to find location again with a strike right down the middle. Runners on first and second. Flammer set. Got the pick off to second base, and that one
Came right back off the back of the runner there.
like Horst Hellman might have caught
Yeah,
it.
I think so. Get caught shortstop a little bit by surprise there, but yeah, I think it did come right back off the back of Horst's helmet.
Still a 2-1. Pitch on the way. And Lowe takes a strike on the outside.
Oh, Mr. Henderson behind the plate certainly likes to keep the suspense level high.
You know, it's see the pitch, think about it, then make the call.
That's the right thing to do, though. Make sure it's correct.
And just a wild swing there. And they're going to say foul tip was caught in the glove for the strikeout for Graham Lowe. And now they may change that call. And they're going to say they did hit the ground, so foul tip.
Coach Nelson out for a chat.
Yeah, he wants to know. He thought he had the strikeout there.
I'll bring the first base umpire over to clarify here. It goes back to what we were just saying about making sure you get the calls right, especially in a championship game.
Well, over first base if he thinks he had the call right.
Don't forget to stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com post-game show. We will select a player of the game and have a live interview with that player. It's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. So far, no shortage of heroes for both teams. And this game certainly far from being decided as of yet.
So we sit at a 2-2 count here for Graham Lowe. 1 out, runners on first and second. Outfielder straight away. Infield set for a double play. And timeout taken by Lowe at the plate. And ball 4 outside there. Runner was going. There should be ball 3 outside. Runner was going and was able to steal third as the ball got away. Gutterman was able to advance to second base on that.
Again in this inning, Piedmont and making Flameth throw pitches. Some heads-up base running there by Horse to take third, the second steal of the day for the Highlanders. Flameth still trying to get out of this at bat.
3-2 count, 1 out. Here's the pitch, and there's ball 4, and bases are loaded. And Gintini going to go and talk it over with Flemmer here.
So Sullivan flied out to center to start the inning. Horse walked, Gutterman singled low on a tremendous at-bat walks. Now Piedmont have runners on the corners, or base load, excuse me. With Gutterman in second and now Low on first.
And only 1 out here, trailing by 2. Piedmont looking to try to even this back up. From the bat of Evans Hauser, as you mentioned earlier, has struck out twice swinging in this ball game against Flemmer. And first pitch on the way. This one's high, 1-0.
Hauser's instruction here, just battle, stay in the at-bat as best you can. And a fly out here to the outfield would score at least 1 run.
They're in at first and third as a pitch on the way, fouled straight back, and it's 1-1.
A little late on that one. Well, comes back with the heat outside. Field again, shaded towards left. Eddie played way over there in left center.
And Hauser watches one come in high. It's 2-1.
And a ball over the second baseman's head here into the outfield would be trouble here for St. Mary's.
Yeah, anything hard to center or right center could definitely do a lot of damage here. Let's see if they try to pitch him away to hit towards the defense. There's a pitch and swung right through it.
Boy, Hauser wanted that one.
Yeah. Definitely was ready for the fastball, but swung right through it. Now set it 2-2.
So we got the IDs struck out twice already. Looming.
And Hauser calls time. Flemmer was taking a bit of time getting the call in.
Flemmer struck out Hauser and Roberts to end that third inning. Can he do the same here?
Now he's set 2-2 pitch on the way, and Hauser pops this one up foul. And we'll live to see another pitch. First baseman and third baseman both pretty much got their toes almost on the grass. Center fielder shaded towards left field. It's a pitch, and this one is popped up in foul ground, going back, and it'll reach the stands. Hauser continuing the battle.
Well, it's just like we said at the beginning of the at-bat. I think this is the instruction he got from Coach Olson when he went out to the plate is try and get Flam to pitch to you and throw as many pitches as possible. That's exactly what he's doing so far. Protecting well here with a 2-strike count.
So they reset again. 2-2 count, 1 out, bases loaded. Piedmont trailing by 2 here in the top of the 5th. Pitch on the way. This one's lined towards center field. Will it drop? Eddie coming and he'll make the catch. Runner tagging from third. No, he'll hold as a throw came in. And Hauser retired without any damage.
Well, to Eddie's credit, he was well positioned there for that one. A bloop towards shallow left center field, and Eddie read it well. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Jim.
I'm saying with Eddie's speed, it seems like they do play him in a little bit and think that he can recover on those deep fly balls. So certainly kind of a defensive advantage.
He certainly hit shallow enough that he could have thrown home if he had wanted to. Horse did well not to try and test his arm there from shallow left center field.
Jackson Roberts stepping in and taking one on the low outside corner for strike 1. Oh, and 1 pitch on the way for Roberts. And that one misses outside, 1-1.
Grounded out 6-3 in the second and then struck out swinging in the 3rd inning. Like many of these Piedmont hitters, is work deep into the count.
1-1 on the way and fouled straight back. And it's 1-2.
How Flamer would like to get out of this inning right here. Bases loaded. 2 out. The guy's already struck out once today.
One-two pitch on the way. And it is outside, 2-2.
Great eye by the batter. Flammer thought he'd found the outside corner there for sure, but.
So we do it again. 2 outs, bases loaded, 2-2 pitch. And this one is fouled out of play down the first baseline.
Still looking for a base hit from this lower half of the order. Just a couple of walks.
Yeah, pitch on the way. This was lined towards center field. Eddie is under it and gets the out. So a lot of action, but no runs put on the board there for Piedmont. They're in the top of the 5th inning. 6-4 your score. St. Mary's leads here on Play on Sports, your destination for high school sports.
Back live on Play on Sports, and if you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game that you're enjoying here tonight, then please tell your school to sign up for the Play on Sports School broadcast program. The program allows schools to broadcast all of their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. And as you know, all you St. Mary's fans out there, that your school indeed is a part of our school broadcast program. Certainly one of the first to get on board. So no doubt you've been enjoying all the coverage of Panther sports this year, in particular the run to this Division IV championship game. So all you other schools out there that are thinking about joining, we certainly encourage you to do so.
6-4 is the score. St. Mary's leading here in the bottom of the 5th. I see Peter Scheinman in to lead this off here. RBI double back in the 3rd inning. He walked in the 1st. And now trying to get on base and help his team try to put this game out of reach here in the 5th. And first pitch on the way. It misses.
And we got it.
Cooper Weatherby pitching on the mound there.
And you'd expect after that long final inning from Flammer that they would certainly have a replacement on deck for him in the top of the 6th inning.
A different rhythm for Weatherby out there. He is quick, get it, and get firing in there. And a couple of fastballs we've seen so far as he's worked it to a 1-2 count here on Scheinman. 1-2 pitch on the way, and breaking ball misses outside. So he was trying to come back in and catch that outside part of the plate. So it's 2-2 now.
Yeah, he doesn't waste a lot of time, does he? Gets the sign, sets, and delivers.
And the pitch low and chopped towards short. Adams able to scoop it, fires towards first, and not reeled in. Matt Horst not able to pick it off the ground.
Yeah, sharply hit ball there by Scheinman. And no, nice play made over there at short. Real difficult for Horst to dig that one out over there at first base. St. Mary's have a runner on. Here's Giantini. So obviously with Weatherby now on the mound for the Highlanders, we'll try and get you the number of the center fielder here as soon as you have a chance.
Yeah, it's a bunt attempt. Goes foul by Giantini.
Reached on an error in the 3rd and grounded out 4-3 back in the 1st inning of play.
Now facing an 0-1 count.
Just crossed the 2-hour mark of this Division IV title game.
Weatherby set. 0-1 pitch from the lefty, and a late turn on the bunt there by Giantini, and he fouls it off again. 0-2 now.
Like that 3/4 delivery on the curveball there from Weatherby. Falling off the mound a little bit to his left.
Run on first, no out. The 0-2 pitch on the way, and Weatherby got him.
What a beautiful pitch there for strike 3. In that 3/4 action, he falls off a little bit to his left and right at the knees over the heart of the plate. No doubt about it for the first out.
So Nick Olt's going to step in now. Ground out in the 2nd inning and flew out to left the following inning. So Weatherby missed there, 1-0. And Weatherby probably wants to know where that one missed. He's now set 2-0. Weatherby gets the one low on the outside corner for strike 1, now sitting 2-1.
So O'Connor's taken over at 3rd base. Defensively for Piedmont.
Curveball misses inside. It's now 3-1 count.
So I wonder if Adams is being moved out there to center field. Again, a little difficult to see the number from our viewpoint here, but
Pitch outside. Correct myself, that makes it 3-2 with 1 out. And swinging through for strike 3. And down goes Ulch. Second strikeout in a row for Weatherby.
Now batting for St.
And
Mary's.
it brings up Malik Eddy.
Eddie.
a couple of impressive at-bats there by Cooper Weatherby and Gene Tini and Ulch swinging. Just giving up the single to Scheinman.
Weatherby's first pitch on the way and swinging right through is Malik Eddy. Eddy started that 2-run rally last inning with that bunt single. Weatherby's set. He checks a runner back at first. Cantini back in time.
Eddie scoring from third on the Aldaco RBI, on the triple, I should say, on the RBI triple.
Weatherby set, 0-1 pitch. This one's high. 1-1. Another pitch on the way. Inside strike. Puts it at 1-2.
Certainly finding both the inside and the outside at the moment. Tremendous pitch right on the inside corner there from Weatherby.
Weatherby set, 1-2 pitch on the way. Eddie, God looking. Outside corner. And Weatherby, despite the error, able to strike out 3 in a row and get himself out of the jam. Heading to the top of the 6th, your score 6-4 St. Mary's. We'll be back in a moment. Back here at the top of the 6th inning, 6-4, St. Mary's leads over Piedmont High School.
Thank you, Joe. Stephen Davies, Joe LaHiff, Omar Lewis, and Vincent Huegas here from St. Mary's College as the sun begins to set on a glorious Friday evening here in Moraga. Quite a game we've got on tap. And for St. Mary's, they decided to leave their workhorse Kevin Flammer out on the mound here as he faces Davis, Weatherby, and O'Connor here in the top of the 6th inning. Piedmont certainly making the Oregon State-bound senior work in that 5th inning. Well, to his credit, he got a couple of flyouts to Malik Eddy to end that inning. First delivery misses for ball 1. Flammer comes right back. That one's flied to shallow center. Playable for Eddy. And Davis is retired. Boy, Eddy has made, let's see, 1, 2, made 5 of the last outs for St. Mary's. And after that rough 3rd inning, certainly come back in fine style. So Davis flies out to center field. And back to the top of the order then, Cooper Weatherby takes ball 1 from Flammer. Flemmer from the first base side. Goes back outside and finds the target. The count evens at a ball and a strike. Weatherby's had an interesting day at the plate, singling, or doubling, I should say, back in the third. That pitch is swung on, and that's sent to right field. Diving and just missing is the right fielder. Weatherby's around first, on his way to second as that one rolls to the wall. Eddie fires in from the outfield. Weatherby went past second base. He's going to have to hustle to get back in time, which he does. Boy, what an effort out there by Mahoney at full stretch. Just missed that one. But Weatherby is in at second base with a double, his second of the day.
Yeah, Weatherby looks like he got a bad turn in second base when he was intending to go to third. Don't know if he got the stop sign there or if he just realized his stutter step cost him some time. So he had to dive back into second.
Yeah, it was a little awkward coming around second. I think you're right. I think he did get the hold-up sign as Eddie sent a fine relay in there from deep right center field. But a double given up now. And here's Brendan O'Connor. 2 singles on the day, flied out in the fourth. Singling in the first and the third. Looks at strike one from Flemmer. Sullivan, the DH, will follow for the Highlanders. Flemmer's 0-1 is on the way. Curveball misses high. Again, struggling with the location of the curveball.
He's just had trouble getting that to come down. Everything high above the letters every single time.
Save a couple pitches. He has struggled with the curveball location. That one is swung on foul to the screen. 1-2. Connor grounded a single into right center back in the first. And sharply hit ball for another single in the third. Shallow fly out to center in the fifth. That one is swung on foul back to the screen. Just a little late there. One ball, 2 strike count here for the righty. Delivery's outside, that misses. Came with a fastball there. 2-2, the count evens. Giantini set up outside that time, but reached well outside the zone to reel that one in.
Like Flemmer might have overthrown a little bit on that one.
Outfield shaded towards right. Eddie again. Sort of out in right center field. That one's high. Misses badly with that one. Count goes 3-2. Back-to-back balls here from Flemmer.
You wonder how short of a leash he's on this inning here.
Yeah. Surprised he came out for the 6th, but certainly an athlete. And 3-2. One is grounded through the third baseman, down the foul line for a hit. Around third comes Weatherby. He should score easily. The relay in from the outfield is not in time as O'Connor doubles, and he's in there standing.
Just a great piece of hitting there. Worked the full count and just took what was given to him. Inside pitch, he's able to pull down that third base line. And RBI double standing there.
That hugged the foul line all the way to the wall, fat by probably 2 or 3 feet at most. And Coach Nelson out from the dugout, and you wonder if that might be it for Flemmer. Back-to-back doubles then given up after getting Davis to fly out to center field for the first out of the inning. Weatherby doubled and then scored on the O'Connor double. Brilliantly placed double there along the left field line. And that sent Goldstein all the way to the wall to retrieve it, right in the shadow of the foul pole to reel it back into the infield. Turning point, no doubt, in this game now. So let's see what Flemmer lines up here that bring a new pitcher on. Sean O'Farrell, and for the Panthers. So we'll take just a second here as O'Farrell gets warm. Piedmont threatening here now in the top of the 6th inning. Already a run home. St. Mary's 6, Piedmont 5. Back with you in just a moment. Ready? Here we go.
Yep, whenever you are.
Now batting for Piedmont, Ryan Sullivan.
So we are back after giving Sean O'Farrell a chance to get warmed up here for St. Mary's. Back-to-back doubles issued by Kevin Flammer. He's taken over in right field now. It's Flammer in right, Mahoney in center, Goldstein still in left. First pitch is swung on, hit down the third base line.
It's a foul ball.
It's a foul ball. Certainly with the sunlight fading here and the shadows beginning to creep across the field here at St. Mary's. That was a well-hit ball on the first pitch to Ryan Sullivan. Give that a long ride foul. So once again, Flemmer in right, Mahoney in center, Goldstein in left. Eddie now over at third base for Aldaco. O'Farrell's next pitch is in the dirt, so the count evens at a ball and a strike. O'Farrell used sparingly during the season, just 8.2 innings pitched, an 0.81 ERA in 5 appearances. He's 0-0, or 1 save, with 6 walks and 7 strikeouts. Mahoney, perhaps the other guy they can call on here if things get out of hand for the Panthers. Delivery goes off the catcher. He couldn't find it. Runner advances to third base. Giantini was lost there for a moment as the ball bounced off looked like his shin guard.
That's a big pitch there now, just a completely different situation. Runner set on third, anything can get him in now.
Indeed, a 1-1 count here to Sullivan. Sullivan, no slouch at the plate today. Singled to right center in the first. Tripled in the third. Flied out to center in the fifth. 2 for 3 on the day. Piedmont crowd getting loud now. The 1-1 on its way. Grounded to third. Taken by Eddie. Comes home. And now they have them in a rundown. They fire back. They're going to miss him. They don't get back in time.
They're going to say that they want to say Eddie got the tag, but at least that's what St. Mary's wants to argue. Umpire didn't agree with it.
Well, he came home, and then Giantini fired back. I think he was intending to throw to Cohen, who would come across from short to cover third base. Either way, Sullivan reaches. There's runners on first and third.
Now batting for Piedmont, Matt Horst.
So Piedmont now trailing by a run, have runners on first and third. We just won out in the inning. And a chance for the captain, Matt Horst, to get his first hit of the day. He struck out in the first, walked in the third, walked in the fifth. Certainly among the most patient of the Piedmont hitters today.
Yeah, Horse has worked quite a few counts.
He has. Even on the strikeout, was able to get 2 balls on the count. O'Farrell's first delivery swung on and hit to center field. L dropping for base hit. Scoring from third is O'Connor, and we're tied up at 6. And there's that first pitch swinging that we've seen from Piedmont early in the game. And they don't take any chances here and make O'Farrell pay.
And not who you'd expect it from. It's weirdest talking. Had been so patient and really took so many pitches, working counts, and right there, the aggressiveness from Matt Horst.
Well, we've seen that O'Farrell is not exactly being sharp at this location here in the early going. Allowed Sullivan to reach. Horst is now on as well. Here's Gutterman now. 6 game here.
I'm on it.
So Gutterman takes draw 1.
Check it.
6-6 game. The 0-1 is swung on and grounded to third. Tough ready to handle. Oh, and he collides with the runner going from third. He's out. As Sullivan broadsided him there. He'll get a standing ovation as he makes his way back across. But Eddie hangs in there. Tough play there. He did well to field it on the ground ball.
Yeah, the bobble there costing the play at first. They definitely had the chance for the runner at third. An aggressive play by Sullivan let him know he was there as he was right in the base path.
About 20 feet or so from the bag. And Eddie probably about ready to get into his throwing motion. Sid gets broadside like a freight train there. Sullivan advancing from second down to third base. Which Nelson, I don't think, particularly pleased that his new third baseman got upended the way he did. Either way, it's 2 out, 2 on. With Horst now down at second base. And Gutterman on first. So Farrell certainly not out of the woods yet, albeit now with 2 outs. 2 runs already home here in the top of the 6th inning. First delivery from O'Farrell, just misses. To Graham Lowe. Lowe, another one of these patient Piedmont hitters on the day, walked in the second. Reached on a fielder's choice in the third and then walked in the 5th inning. Ooh, O'Farrell comes back inside, a little chin music there. Count goes 2-0 now to Graham Lowe. Well, if you're St. Mary's, you got to be a little concerned about the control here of the junior on the mound at the moment. Fires back to second, but it won't trouble Horst. Back to the bag with ease.
Yeah, O'Farrell reacted late on the pickoff play there, and easy to get back to second base for Horst.
Yeah, he was practically on top of the bag by the time O'Farrell delivered to second base. 2-0 the count then. 6-6 ball game. Here's the delivery. That misses inside. 3-0. And you can see perhaps a little sign of frustration there from O'Farrell after the call by the umpire. So we're going to dig deep here now with 2 outs, 2 on, 3-0 counts. Goes back inside and misses high. He walks him on 4 pitches. And now the Highlanders have the bases loaded with 2 outs. And here's Evans Hauser.
Batting for Piedmont. Evans Hauser.
His 4th at bat of the day. And his confidence certainly improved after striking out twice to start out today's game. Battled long into the count against Flemmer in his previous at bat. I wonder if they're going to pull O'Farrell here.
Seeing Coach Nelson there to talk to him, and
Mahoney would be the logical candidate here for St. Mary's should.
doesn't look like it though.
Yeah, not at the moment, but should they decide to go to another pitcher here in this game. Mahoney, a guy that's thrown innings for you on the season already. Long conference on the mound here between the entire. So they are indeed going to call it a day for O'Farrell. Yeah, Connor Cusack wearing number 24. We'll take just a second here to figure out the new St. Mary's pitcher. We'll be back with you just 1 second here on PlayOnSports.com. Back with you on Play On Sports. It's Andre Nebe, the new pitcher for St. Mary's, out on the mound. And, well, pressure cooker moment here for the freshman. Out on the mound here, a 6-6 game. The bases loaded here for Piedmont. And Sean O'Farrell, not exactly the way he wanted his day on the mound to end. After back-to-back doubles given up by Kevin Flemmer. Fielder's choice, Sullivan, then allowed Horst and Gutterman to reach on singles. Walked Graham Lowe on 4 pitches. Coach Nelson at that point had seen enough and goes to Nebe, the freshman. Again, limited innings for the freshman this year. 2-1 on the season. 0.48 ERA and 14.2 innings pitched. Just 4 appearances. He did go the distance in one of those victories. 2 walks issued and 7 strikeouts for the freshman. And a big moment for him here with the game knotted up at 6 apiece. And Piedmont certainly with the momentum in their favor. The bases are loaded, don't forget. Sullivan is on third, Horst on second, Gutterman on first. Horst on third, Gutterman on second. And Lowe on first base. And it's Evans Hauser at the dish. Looks to strike 1.
Yeah, Hauser trying to get it together at the plate is 0 for 3, as you mentioned, before the pitching change. And really needs a confidence booster here.
Did have a battling at bat against Kevin Flemmer, though, in the 5th inning. That one is grounded to short, or to second, excuse me. They have it. They fire across, and that's the 3rd out. Nebe is pumped up, as you can imagine, as he gets out of the bases loaded jam. No one comes home for Piedmont. And through 5.5, it's Piedmont 6, St. Mary's 6. Back with you in just a moment. Welcome back to St. Mary's College in Moraga. Bottom of the 6th inning, and
Now reading off for St. Mary's.
Cooper
Arlo
Weatherby was dominant out on the mound, striking out the side after giving up a single to Scheinman in that 5th inning. He'll face the top of the order here. Arlo Rudy, Nico Aldaco, and Devin Mahoney. Ball one outside to Rudy. Rudy single back in the first, running out 4-3 in the second, then grounded out to first or to the pitcher. Pitch is swung on, hit down the right field line, just fouled by about 10 feet. County uses the ball on the strike. It's a piece of opposite field hitting there, but just goes foul right at the end. It's only going to get tough now with the sun. About 2.5 hours, though, into this game now.
Yeah, sun's going to be tough, especially for those left-handers. Going to be sitting right in their eyes.
Right. One count from Weatherby. Misses with that one. 2-1. Couple of future Highlanders here, testing out their arms in front of us. 2-1 delivery is swung on, and that's fouled off right side again. Rudy a little late on that one. Count goes to 2-2. Aldaco in the on-deck circle. Weatherby's 2-2 pitch. The curveball is hit to second base, and a nice play made for the first out.
Yeah, Jackson Roberts just a little bunny hop to make that an easy play.
Nico Aldaco.
So here's Aldaco. 3 for 3 on the day. 2 singles and a triple. Singled in the first and the third. And belted that triple in the fourth. Certainly the danger man for this Panther offense here. Looks at ball one. Devin Mahoney will follow. Weatherby again working quickly. That's a great pitch right at the knees for strike one. Count evens. Long shadows indeed starting to creep across here. There's a curveball again. Another fantastic pitch from Weatherby. And then unlike Flammer earlier, that curveball is working wonders for him at the moment. The 1-2 goes back outside, just misses. 2-2. Complete opposite, Joe, from what we saw from Flammer earlier with his breaking pitch.
Yeah, Weatherby working that outside part of the play with that curveball and doing it to perfection so far.
The 2-2 curveball got him. 4 strikeouts now for Weatherby. And quickly 2 outs.
Devin Mahoney.
So here's Mahoney. Coach Olson has to be pleased with that. Retiring Aldaco has done some damage today for the Panthers. 2 outs now. And Weatherby rifles in strike one right at the knees. He's done a great job of keeping the ball down so far. Working quickly here. The 0-1 on the outside corner. 0-2.
And really getting the Piedmont crowd behind him. Weatherby is pumped up, this Piedmont stands.
Fans on their feet here. The 0-2 from Weatherby is in there for strike 3. Got him. 5 strikeouts now in relief of Brendan O'Connor for Cooper Weatherby. Through 6 complete. It's Piedmont 6, St. Mary's 6. Back with you in a moment. Top of the 7th inning from St. Mary's College. Glad you're with us on your destination for high school sports. PlayOnSports.com. CIF-North.com. And, well, all you can describe this, Joe, is a back-and-forth game, to say the least, and certainly up for grabs here as we enter the final inning, or the 7th inning, certainly with extra innings looming here.
Yeah, it certainly seemed like St. Mary's was in control for most of the way, able to battle it up. But Piedmont really has come back just at 2 separate times, took that lead in the 3rd inning for giving up 2 runs on 2 back-to-back innings there in the 3rd and the 4th inning. So once it seemed like St. Mary's just had things in control, Piedmont able to tack on 2 more runs in the top of last inning and looking to do some more damage here.
And perhaps the difference in this game now will be the pitching. Cooper Weatherby, no doubt, in high spirits at the moment after striking out 5 batters in his 2 innings so far.
Now batting, Jackson Roberts.
Meanwhile, St. Mary's are on their 3rd pitcher of the day. Flammer worked hard. O'Farrell came in for him and struggled, to say the least. Now here's the freshman Nebe on the mound. Pitching to Roberts. So it'll be Roberts, Davis, and Weatherby here for the Highlanders in the top of the 7th inning. All tied up at 6. Nebe with the curve, finds the target. It's 2 strikes. That one's well shy of the plate. To Roberts, 1 and 2.
Looked like he tried to set up low and just a bit too much in front of the plate.
Roberts still looking for his first hit of the day. Lays off the curveball as well outside. Ground out 6-3 in the 2nd, struck out in the 3rd, and then gave it a right out to center field for the 3rd out of the 5th inning. Nebe goes back inside and misses. Count now 3-2.
Good job by Roberts going from 0-2 to 3-2.
Yeah, just about to say it. Piedmont patience on display. Swings at that one. Grounded to short. Fielded. Fires across with a rifle there for the 1st out. So Roberts is out 6-3. And here's Davis.
Now batting for Piedmont, Milo Davis.
Davis also looking for his first hit of the day. Ground out 6-3 in the 2nd. Flew out to center in the 4th. Flew out to center in the 6th. Curveball from Nebe. Just misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. 7, 8, 9 batters for Piedmont have struggled today. 3 strikeouts. But a count now in Davis's favor. And base runners are all the Highlanders need at the moment. Weatherby is next, and he already has 2 doubles. Davis swings at that one, hits to 2nd. They have it on a hop and fire across for the 2nd out. So Davis is out 4-3, and now back to the top of the order. And Cooper Weatherby has excited the Highlander fans with his exploits on the mound. Now can he do the same with the bat? He's already got 2 doubles on the day. Ground out 6-3 in the 1st, doubled in the 3rd. It's out 3-1 in the 4th, and then doubled in the 6th. See the right fielder almost moving back 5 or 6 steps here. Outfield shaded slightly towards right. Weatherby showed bunt momentarily. Take strike 1, and this is what you were saying, Joe, with the sun setting now out in the left field side. It's certainly going to be bothering Weatherby here. The 0-1. Looking from the first base side. Nebe's delivery is swung on and fouled into the screen. So Weatherby down 2 strikes here. Great turnout, as we mentioned, here at St. Mary's for this Division IV game. Both sets of fans being treated to an excellent game so far. The 0-2 from Nebe's well outside. Ball and 2 strikes. Brendan O'Connor will be next. And don't forget, O'Connor's done some damage today, too. 3 for 4 already on the day. The 1-2 is foul back to the screen.
Boy, Weatherby batting just like he pitches. Get in quickly and just hack away. Doesn't waste any time.
Well, he certainly doesn't. That pitch is outside around the knees and just got a piece of it. It's a good performance so far from Nebe. Already with 2 outs in the inning. And a 1-2 count here to Weatherby. The delivery is swung on and hits a short. Tough for him to field. Won't get that across in time, and he's safe. Weatherby's able to beat it out down the line. Oh, disaster there. Short, they just bobbled it momentarily, and despite a great relay across the diamond, Weatherby hustling all the way, just beats it out there, Joe.
Yeah, they charge him with the error there at short for El Daco.
So Weatherby reaches on the error at short, and that brings up O'Connor. And this is a guy that the Panthers have had problem solving all day. 3 for 4, as we mentioned. Gave the ball a good ride out to center field, and the one time he didn't get a base hit. O'Connor fouls that one off left side. Tough pitch on the inside, right in the hands. He's quickly down 2 strikes. Sullivan, the DH, also has had a great game so far with 2 hits in the on-deck circle for the Highlanders. 0-2 then. Weatherby on first. Takes a short lead off first base. That one is fouled back out of play. Outfield playing deep here. Infield, middle infield is back towards the edge of the grass. In at the lines. Pitch is in the dirt. Weatherby hustles down to second, heads up play. They're going to say he was out.
They say that O'Connor swung.
Yep.
He thought he held up.
But a great performance there by Nebe to get the 3rd out of the inning. And we go now to the bottom of the 7th. All tied up at 6. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to St. Mary's College in Moraga. Bottom of the 7th inning, game all tied up at 6. What more could the fans ask for than?
And a guy who really wants to make an impact here, Flemmer, pitcher that waited through most of this ball game before giving up those hits in the last inning.
Don't forget, he's 3 for 3 on the day, doubled in the 1st, singled in the 3rd, singled in the 4th. Fouls off that first delivery from Cooper Weatherby. And you're right, Joe. This is a real opportunity here for him to turn this game. The 0-1 is in the dirt. And so far, the Panthers batters have really struggled against Weatherby. He's been sensational out of the bullpen. That pitch is fouled off into the screen right side. 1-2.
You wonder how much the change of the arm angle really affects players, especially this late in the game. They've been used to the same delivery for so long. You have this guy come in and totally changes your eye level.
Yeah, it's a 3/4. It's a low delivery. It's a 3/4 delivery. Here it is. That one's high. 2-2. But the other thing that's tricky for these Panther pitches is how quickly Weatherby's working in comparison to O'Connor. That one is swung on and hit into right center field. And it gets past the right fielder. Flammer around first on his way to second. He might just hold up, which he does. Flammer not exactly the fastest guy in the world, but boy, he's making the Highlanders pay. That's his 4th base hit, his 2nd double. And he clubbed that one to right center field.
And he is fired up. You saw him get to second base and signal towards his bench. He really wants to get this rally going here and bring this championship home.
Perhaps gifted that extra base by Gutterman there, who was scampering across from right field over to right center to try and cut it off. He missed it, allowing it to roll to the wall, and the center fielder relayed it back in. Now it's up to Goldstein here. 1 for 3 on the day so far. His 4th at bat, singled in the 1st. Winning run on second base. And he swings and misses at strike 1 from Weatherby. Boy, he wanted that pitch upstairs.
And he doesn't need anything too big here. Even an out that moves a runner over to third is productive here in this situation with no outs.
Flammer's remaining in the game here at second base. They did have a pinch runner in earlier. Smale was pinch running for.
Now they want to talk it over.
Probably not a bad idea. Winning run on second. And now for the first time today, perhaps, the St. Mary's fans are making themselves heard. One of these teams, rivals from the old Bayshore Athletic League days. Different leagues now, but the animosity is still there, to say the least. And these fans, both sets of fans, have been treated to a classic here. Can St. Mary's win it here in the bottom of the 7th inning? Flammer on second base, the winning run. The 0-1 is outside from Weatherby, and boy, Loa to be up quick to his feet there, because Weatherby absolutely hurled that one in there. 1-1 the count.
I see St. Mary's want to play small ball here, just try to sack that runner over to third base. Get him in scoring position.
Corner infielders playing in. Pitch is swung on, foul back to the screen. 1-2. Playing deep towards center, in towards the infield and left and right. Weatherby, 1-2. Is in there for strike 3. Catches the inside corner at the knees, and Goldstein is down on strikes. 6th strikeout of the day for Weatherby, the first one looking, and 1 out. Here's Scheinman. 2 for 3, or 2 for 2, I should say, with a walk. Walked in the 1st, doubled, and got an RBI double in the 1st, excuse me.
Looks like they'll intentionally
Yeah,
walk.
they will, indeed. So an intentional walk then for Scheinman. He's now on first base. 2 on here, 1 out. Giantini stepping to the plate.
St. Mary's, Stephen Giantini.
Looking for his first. Well, he reached in the 3rd.
Yeah, reached on an error, then struck out looking.
And that was when O'Connor came off the mound to try and field the ball. He couldn't get it. Giantini now. Boy, Lowe tried to frame that pitch, and he does it brilliantly on the inside corner for strike 1.
Boy, Cooper Weatherby really has put this team on his shoulders his last few innings.
He has indeed. That one is blooped towards second base. Tough play, but Giantini does his job and advances the runners to second and third. Giantini's out 3-1.
4-3.
4-3, excuse me. For the second out of the inning. And here's Ulsh. Runners on second and third, a left-handed bat, and you can see now the hand up. And that tough sun in left field. He's going to call time. I think he has a tough time seeing his third base coach here. Especially the way the sun is located. It's directly above the coach's head.
Yeah, tough to see just when you're batting.
Indeed. First delivery to Giantini, or to Ulsh, excuse me. He's in the dirt for a ball. And Malik Eddy would follow. The 1-0 is chopped back over the mound. Tough play here. Runners come to home. Slides into first. He's safe and they win. The Panthers win.
Wow.
A tremendous end to this game. Piedmont fans can't believe it. But a tough chopper over the pitcher's mound by Ulch. Shortstop came on, tried to rifle out across to first. Ulch slides it headfirst to first base. And Flemmer scores from third.
Why? What an amazing play. I mean, it just came down to who could pull it off the fastest. One of those tough balls for a fielder to play on. He was coming in, but it was high and slow. And really just came down, could Ulch run it out. Even at the end, he took the slide that you don't need to take that slide. It slowed him down a little bit, but he still had enough to get in there. He definitely beat that by a step.
Gutsy play, slide in head first to first base. What a finish to this game. St. Mary's take it in dramatic style over Piedmont here in the Division 4 title game, 7-6. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back with you to go over the final totals here in just a minute. We are back with you live from St. Mary's College in Moraga. What a game between St. Mary's and Piedmont. Not a bad game to have your first time ever calling baseball, Jeff.
What a game, what an ending, definitely. I mean, just that play at the end just came down to the speed, you know, who could make that play. And Oles just able to run it out there. Just surprising, shocking 2 outs. You just love to see a game end on a play like that.
Certainly do, and to be honest, even through that last at bat, there's so little to choose between these two teams, but perhaps the one statistic that really stands out, unfortunately for Piedmont, they left 11 on today.
Yeah, you know, they really had situations where they could have capitalized, and you got to give credit to St. Mary's pitching. They got themselves out of a lot of jams where it just seemed like the game could have slipped out of hand for them, and they were able to reel everything back in. So, yeah, it's a tough situation for Piedmont. They're going to remember all those runners that they left behind.
And you have to think back to the pitching changes. Flammer worked hard through his five innings. O'Farrell came on and didn't exactly have the best stuff, but Nebe getting out of that bases-loaded jam, and Piedmont stranding 7 runners over those final 3 innings. Any one of those runs came home, and this is a different game.
Yeah, definitely Nebe just had an excellent fill-in there at the end. Just something that it really was a shot in the arm for the club. And, of course, you think about Weatherby really just was such a commanding pitcher all the way through. I mean, of course, that last inning notwithstanding, he really was a shot in the arm for the club as well.
Final totals and from a enthralling Division IV baseball championship game. You're winning St. Mary's Panthers 7 runs on 11 hits, 2 errors, and 7 left. For Piedmont High, 6 runs and 10 hits, 3 errors, and the aforementioned 11 left. What a game. And how about a player of the game? We have to, so many candidates here. We may even have to take another break so you and I can discuss this. But all sorts of heroes here for St. Mary's. Flammer had a tough game, but he battled hard. You know, Aldaka with 3 big hits in the game. Flammer as well, 4 hits.
You know, I mean, I think my vote goes to Flemmer. I mean, just because of the dual impact, he really did have a great day on the mound all the way through those 5 innings of work. And, of course, you mentioned all the hits, including that big double, and being the winning run score at the end of there. So he's got my vote for the time being.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with you there. Certainly didn't have his best stuff out on the mound today, but he more than made up for it at the plate, going 4 for 4, doubling in the first, singling in the third and the fourth, and then doubling and scoring the winning run here in the bottom of the 7th inning to give St. Mary's their second NCS Division IV crown, defeating Piedmont in what is fast becoming an intense rivalry here in the East Bay. So, stick around for a little bit. We're going to hope to get an interview here with Mr. Flammer here in due course. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with the live interview with Kevin Flammer in just a moment. We are back with you live on Play On Sports' coverage of the Division IV Baseball Championship here with our player of the game, Kevin Fleming, getting it done on the mound and at the plate as well. 4 for 4 today with 2 doubles. What a game. What a way to finish your high school career. How does it feel?
It feels great. I mean, throughout high school, then freshman year, junior year, finished second, like really bad taste in my mouth, and for the senior group. And then sophomore year, finishing in the semifinals, which was also a bad taste. But I'm glad we got on top this year. I'm going on a good note.
Could you ever have imagined it would finish the way that it did, that you get the double to start the inning, to get on base, and then for Ulch to slide in head first to first base and you to score the winning run? You can't even make that up, can you?
No, it's just a desire that we have. Like I said, like finishing second like most of my time here. I think we're glad that we finally got one.
It seemed like you probably didn't have your best game out on the mound today, but you more than made up for it at the plate. Talk us through your game on the hill. Piedmont were battling all the way. There wasn't a point in the game where one team was pulling ahead of another. How did you do it out on the mound today, and how did that translate into your play at the plate?
I mean, as a pitcher, you're going to have those tough days. I mean, unfortunately, I didn't have all my best stuff, but I think I'm glad I made up with my offense. Just wanted to find one way to help the team out.
And how about the relief pitching of Nebe there, especially that bases loaded jam? Talk about him and as a freshman, how big it was for him to pull out of that situation.
Huge. I think especially for him going into next year as a sophomore. I mean, he pitched in a league championship game for us, did phenomenal. Just pound the zone, throw strikes, and I'm glad he transitioned it to this game, and it was really key for us.
Your high school career is almost at an end, well, more or less. Yeah. You're going on to Oregon State next year. I'm assuming you play baseball. You're going to be playing football as well?
Just baseball.
Just baseball?
Yeah.
It's been a great career for you at St. Mary's, both playing football and baseball as well. What was your experience like? How will that translate to college and the next level?
I mean, I'm glad, going on top. I think just it gives me, more motivation to, bring something to Oregon State next year. Hopefully, because they're doing well themselves.
Sure.
And if they win, go far in the Super Regionals or College World Series, I think that'll just motivate me to help out the team, and hopefully I can make an impact as a freshman next year.
We certainly hope so. Kevin Flammer is a very well-deserved player of the game, doing it on the mound and at the plate as well. 4 for 4 today with 2 doubles. He finishes his high school career on a winning note as St. Mary's take the Division IV championship over Piedmont here in thrilling style. Kevin Flammer is our player of the game. All the best, man. Congratulations. Yes, sir. Wrap it up. Wait. And back with you live here to wrap things up from St. Mary's. What a game. What a finish. And doing your first game here for Play On Sports, baseball-wise, you couldn't have had a better finish to the game.
Yeah, definitely love to see those close finishes and really just that fight-it-out play at the very end. There is a lot of fun to see a game that can end just on that last out there.
And we didn't give enough credit, I don't think, to Piedmont either, because they really battled, especially in those middle innings. I mean, you think back to the third inning where they got 3 hits off of 3 pitches, and it's a tough pill for them to swallow, to say the least, to lose here in the final at bat.
Well, it seemed like they were responding the entire way through, always battling back, even taking the lead at one point, and really they were working counts at the right times. They had that inning. They scored 2 runs where they were hitting every single first pitch coming out, so it seemed like they kind of had the formula, but it just came down to those runners they left on base at the end of the ballgame.
St. Mary's win in dramatic style here at their namesake, St. Mary's College, as Nick Ulch slides into first base to score the winning run. And the winning run scored by our player of the game, Kevin Flam, who had an excellent day, both on the mound and at the plate, going 4 for 4 with 2 doubles and 2 singles. That will about do it here from St. Mary's College here in Moraga for our coverage tonight. Be sure to join us tomorrow, the final day of coverage here on PlayOnSports.com in the 2012-2013 season. For Vincent Huegas and Omar Lewis, for Joe LaHiff, my name's Stephen Davies. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on Play On Sports. Good night for now.